Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Earthbound. You want to talk to Mr. Carpenter directly? You must think you're pretty important, and boy, do you have a lot of nerve. You deserve to be struck by lightning. Foreshadowing? Probably so. Very rude? Absolutely. Blue, blue. Oh, you'd like to be one of us. Then give up what you're doing and go meet the great Mr. Carpenter as soon as possible. So they have a few items that we can use in here. Let's see, there's a croissant inside. We're going to hold on to that. Now, there's a lot of guys moving. You can usually tell which one you need to talk to, but the fact that they're moving very fast. What, I'm blocking you? Okay, I'll move out of your way. And they're actually kind of polite, which is great. Blue, blue. I say, arm the torpedoes. 4 speed ahead. Something like that. So now I'll crush you. They're really not that tough, but you know, any bit of XP we can get at this point is great. Oh god, not this again. Hey, I'm okay with them using a pain attack. I gotta eat that croissant anyway. As I said, one of these guys gives you like a decent amount of XP, so fighting two of them is really not a bad idea. Like, honest to God. And now we gotta go find the cult leader himself. Jeez, like... I think I may have been watching too much true crime. My wife is obsessed with true crime, but I've seen enough cult stuff, and she's obsessed with like reading about like conspiracies and cults and stuff. So, oh, we leveled up again. Perfect. Right. Is this the next guy we can talk to? No problem here. Alright, so it's none of these guys, so we might as well keep moving. Here he is. Blue, blue, don't bother us. We're in the middle of prayer. Okay, move out of your way, go quickly. What is their prayer? Are they just singing that one song by Eiffel 55? Blue, blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. You must need help because you're just standing around. Okay, so it's just gonna keep... Green, green. Oops, that's not it. I'm still new at this. His heart's in the right place. There's a skip sandwich inside. So we're going to actually eat the skip sandwich. So we eat the skip sandwich, and now our HP's maxed out, but we walk a lot faster. Blue you. Hey, you anti-blue boy. You're getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, but even after y'all painted the bananas, it's hard for me to be on board with this whole blue shenanigans thing. Like, I still don't understand, like, the whole concept. But then again, this is the weirdest game I've ever played. This game's even weirder than Cubivore. Like, honest to God, like, I don't question anything. So that was just a random fight. And wait, I thought I was supposed to move faster with the skip sandwich. That was kind of a waste. So it's this guy I gotta talk to. I'll stand somewhere else. Blue, blue, lagoon, blue, blue. Where is my... Okay, this guy. Don't disrupt our meeting. I'll stomp on you. That's very friendly. I like it. It's like modern day Catholicism. Think the way I think or suffer my wrath. Now, I can't tell that I'm a little bitter about that. Like, honestly, God, like, I don't hate on people that have, like, religious belief. I think it's wonderful to have some belief in something. I just know from my own standpoint, there was a lot of negativity that came about. And, oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. Like, blue, blue, I'm trying to learn how to whistle. I heard that whistle makes one smile. I'll press over there. Well, you listen while you work, or if you're the yin yang twins, you whistle while you twerk. You strange, unmasked fellow, don't go to heaven. Me every time I walk into church, my career. And it's not that I have anything against religion. I really don't. It's just my own experiences in a very like strict religious household. And it's not that I rebelled because of the way my parents were. Honest to God, like I very much liked being a part of the Catholic religion. I loved going to church. I liked being involved with things. I really did, but the problem was I would start questioning things, like, not even really, like, questioning things to a point of, like, a crisis of conscience or something, or, like, a crisis of faith. It was more like I would just ask, like, different things, like, hey, what makes one religion different than the other? Because I remember we passed an Episcopalian church once when I was in high school. And I asked my mom, because my mom's a religion teacher and everything. I asked her, I said, hey, well, what's the difference between our religion and theirs? Because I really don't know. Ah! I screamed. And so did my mother in the story, because I didn't know what else to do. And, well, that was kind of her usual thing, was to just scream. But she got very, very upset about it. And, oh, look what car painter has. Have we seen that before? Thanks for coming. I've been waiting for you. I need your assistance to help make the world blue and change it to a happy and peaceful society. Will you be my right-hand assistant? No. If you don't want to be my right hand, my left would be just fine. Just kidding. Your existence is a problem for me and my religion. Defy me and I'll end your pitiful game. Carpenter's lightning was reflected by a Franklin badge, which is named after Ben Franklin. Alright, he's not too hard. So all you gotta do is just hit him a few times. He'll use the crashing boom bang attack, which I hope hits. There it is, and it'll bounce off and hit him instead. And look how much damage it does. Like, if that hits us, it is... Aww. That's okay. He's gonna end up using the attack again. Now, his pain attacks are actually kind of damaging. But I hope he keeps up... Ooh! Oh, this is it if it hits. It missed. And he's using his shield, which is awful. But I remember asking her, like, hey, so what's the difference between Catholicism and the Episcopalian religion? Because I didn't know. I know there's different churches and different religions, but that doesn't mean I know exactly what they do. And I was just curious. And no, like, she legitimately screamed and called me a heretic, an atheist, and was threatening to pull me from confirmation classes because I was in my last year of religion. And she just would not stop. And I'm like, I'm just asking. And she went through this whole thing of, why do you need to know about other religions? You're Catholic. They don't matter. We're real. They're fake. Yada, yada, yada. Like, just very... And that was when I really started questioning things. Oh, by the way, once you beat him, you walk out here. It looks like almost everyone woke up and left. There are only 3 people remaining. I don't want to stay. I'll get out of here. You probably should. And this guy, what's he say? Sorry about everything. Let's be buddies. Okay, Mr. Blue Man. I like your music group. What a horrible nightmare. I somehow woke up. You're so full of it. Mark, let's be friends again. Please answer me. I promise to be good. Okay. Ha! I lied. See ya, sucker. Mr. Carpenter was pretty strange, but so was everyone else. That's fair. And now that you talk to people, there are a lot more... Finally, I have a chance to apologize. Oh, thank you. I woke up from the dream. Yeah, everybody was under the trance of the Mani Mani statue. That's what they're called. And now everybody's all back to normal. But no, back to the story. And it just all went downhill from there. Like, we had a religion teacher, and he was kind of just an extremist as well. He was kind of rude about things. That was a huge problem. And then we had a new priest that took over. My all-time favorite priest. Like, he retired, which... And he was the embodiment of what I believed religion was, or what Catholicism was. He preached love for everybody. It didn't matter who you were, or what kind of... We're going to run away from this crow. Like, this is ridiculous. Really? We can't get away from the crow? How was it dodging this many times? Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to hit him. I thought it was going to come at me, so I just went try to take it off first. That didn't work. And it left the presents. On present there was a cookie. We took the cookie. Perfect. I'm going to eat the cookie too. But, and he was like the embodiment of what it meant to be a good Catholic. He preached tolerance for all, love for all religions. Oh, I meant to say, Mark, you got the key. Are you hurt? No. So sorry for all the trouble you caused. Okay, I'm trying to remember what button I have to press. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we're going to use the key to the cabin. So we're going to get her. I probably should have kept that travel charm for her, but that's okay. We can do if we combine our strength. Now we're actually going to go grind off camera for a little bit. I'm going to go buy a couple of items for Emma to use, and then we're going to go grind a little bit. But no, after the priest left, and he was like the embodiment of what I believed Catholicism is supposed to be like. God's love for everybody. You treat everybody kindly, you know? And then we got a new priest, and he was just so rude. And I mean, very rude. Like, he was just hateful to everybody. Like, he would come in, and he would just, like, lecture you if you sat too far to the back of the church. He would, just very rude. And he would just say things like, God doesn't bless you if you sit in the back of church. Stuff like that. And it was... Oh, Emma's not going to gain that many. Let's go check our status. So she needs 5 XP to get to the next level. So we're going to go get her some items. That way she can go. And it didn't make sense. Like, it was like hate speech almost. Like, just very, very rude. And I'm sitting there like, y'all can't seriously believe this is the word of God. And look, everything's not blue anymore now that we left. And I'm like, y'all really don't believe this stuff, right? Like, that's not the word of God. And then there's my family. They're like, absolutely, he is correct. Look at these people that don't sit towards the front. We sit in the front of church. That's why God blesses us more. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Y'all believe this stuff? Let's see if the ribbon will actually... Let's see if that... So we can actually equip the Holmes hat to her. Okay, so... Oh, and let's get her a copper bracelet. Yep. And 22 to 32. She is all decked out. And... It was just some of those things that I'm like, this cannot be right by any means. Like, there's no reason that there would be any, like, hate speech or anything, or there's no reason why anyone should believe this stuff, and yet people believed it, and it's like, wow, that's not the way I was taught to believe. And I eventually just stopped going to church, and that was like a huge, like, falling out with the family, because my mom's whole thing was, if you live under this rule, your soul will be saved. You will go to church. And I'm like, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be a better person. You don't have to be a good person to go. And it was kind of just messed up and all, and like, we always had fights about it, because at that point I was just like, this isn't what I believe in. Like, I don't believe the stuff that this priest is teaching. I don't like the way y'all are reacting. And it really made it was kind of hard for me to get behind it all when it's like, we leave church talking about love and tolerance for all we're supposed to, and then we leave, and then we just start talking all kinds of smack about all these people that we think are lesser than us. Not me, but them. And I, like, once I moved out of my parents' house, I stopped going. And they're still bitter about it. They're still bitter that I'm not practicing. But I mean, I like to think that I'm a good person regardless of whatever I do. I'm not fighting the tree. I don't deserve that. Oh my God, the trees are everywhere. Okay, we're going to end the part right here. I think I'm done talking about my religious rant. And I mean, it's not a rant, but it's more of like a story. But anyway, we're going to go grind some levels for Emma in the next part because she needs them. So thank y'all for tuning into another episode of Let's Play Earthbound. This is EKI Butters, and I'll see everybody in the next part.